Shalom, family. This is Yisrael, and I'm going to be straight to the point and share this here from the heart. This is something that I have come to realize, that we are indeed our own worst enemy. Now, allow me to explain. We are taking each other out in greater numbers than what our oppressor or what our enemy is. We cannot have two cops shoot down an innocent black person or black woman or child and be in complete outrage. And then we are taking out 20 or more a weekend. We are our own worst enemy. Our enemy applaud our efforts at trying to annihilate our own selves. I know many people say, well, it's the oppressor's fault. And, they taught us the self-hate. They taught us to hate one another. That may be true, but guess what? We are the ones choosing to apply the wicked instructions that was handed down to us. We willfully choose to destroy one another. We choose to slander one another, to bring division at all costs. We talk about nation building. We talk about building community. We talk about loving one another, but we spend so much time hating one another. We spend so much time backbiting, gossiping, tearing down anything we see someone try to do. We nitpick. We look for something. And if we find something in your past, you best believe we're going to resurrect it. We're going to bring it back to the forefront and talk about it like it's today's news. Because we choose to do it. Some of us love to do it. Some of us love to be wicked. Some of us love to be a tool in our enemy's hand. Some of us love to be, like in them slave movies, when the master will call out the overseers to go teach the slaves a lesson or to go bring them back. The overseer always had a slave by his side that told them where the slaves go. But tell them, this is the plan, this is the scheme, this is how we would do it. We would go here, we would do that. This is what this means. To help our slave master, our oppressor, the overseer, bring us back in, and will even help in inflicting the punishment. It happened then, and it's still going on today. There's nothing new under the sun. So some of our biggest enemies that we deal with is our own. Our own people have that crab in the barrel mentality. Not all, but many of our people hate to see a brother and sister try to get up on their feet, try to establish themselves, try to lay out a legacy for themselves, try to leave an inheritance for their children's children. But they will sit back instead of applauding you, instead of celebrating your efforts. They would rather backbite. They would rather condemn it. They would rather do everything they can to destroy it, because they choose to do it. As we say, there's haters out there. And too many people that say they are woke, too many people that say they are aware, too many people that identify as being Israel is hating. Got so much hate in their heart, is ridiculous. And their hate is not towards their enemy. A majority of their hate is towards their own people. And this is something that I cannot understand. Why do we waste so much energy on hating one another? How can we have true community? How can we have true nation building? How can we truly come together and try to establish something that is real when we do not have mutual love and respect for one another? It is hard to really establish anything successful when there is hate in the midst. We as a people must do better. We as a people must learn to love one another, come together, and try to do what is best for the community, what is best for the nation, what is best for our people. And it will not come to fruition if we walk in hate with our brothers and sisters. We must come out of it. This mindset of, I must bring you down. I must talk ill about you. I must hate on you. Some of our people love it. They're not at peace if they're not hating, if they're not backbiting, if they're not gossiping, if they're not slandering somebody's name, if they're not trying to bring back to the forefront a story of your past that was squashed, that was dealt with decades ago, years ago, shoot, for some even centuries ago. They bring it up like it just happened because they refuse to let it go because they're haters. In Israel, we have to stop the hate amongst ourselves. We know the world don't hate us. So can we at least love one another? This is your brother Yael, Ezra Ben Levin. Shalom, love, and blessings. Till next time.